Hi, Alex. Good morning. It is nice to see you here today. Do you have time to talk with me for a while?
Good morning, Sophia. Yes, I have some time before work. I would be happy to talk with you.
That is great. I want to practice English with a simple topic today. Can we talk about our daily routines?
Of course, that is a very useful topic. We can talk about what we do from morning to night. Daily routine words are simple and important.
Perfect. I always enjoy talking about real life because it is easy to understand. Maybe I can learn new words from your routine too.
That sounds like a good plan. We can share our habits and ask each other questions. It will feel like a natural conversation.
I usually wake up at 6:30 in the morning on weekdays. I do not stay in bed for long because I want to start my day early. The first thing I do is open the window and take a deep breath.
That sounds peaceful. I usually wake up at 6 o'clock because I like to have a calm morning. I do not enjoy rushing, so I always give myself extra time.
After I wake up, I wash my face and brush my teeth. Then I drink a glass of water because it helps me feel fresh. Sometimes I also stretch my arms and legs for a few minutes.
That is a healthy start. I do something similar every morning. I brush my teeth, wash up, and then I do light exercise for about 20 minutes.
Really? What kind of exercise do you do? I want to be more active in the morning, but sometimes I feel sleepy and lazy.
I usually do simple things like stretching, push-ups, and a short walk. Nothing too hard, but it wakes up my body. After that, I feel much more ready for the day.
I think I should try that. After my morning routine, I go to the kitchen and make breakfast. I usually eat toast, eggs, and fruit because it is quick and easy.
Your breakfast sounds very nice. I often make oatmeal or eggs with toast. I also drink black coffee every morning because I really love the smell and taste.
I like coffee too, but I usually drink tea. Coffee gives me energy, but sometimes it feels too strong for me. Green tea is softer, so I choose that most days.
That makes sense. Everyone has different tastes. Tea is also a good drink in the morning, especially when you want something warm and light.
While I eat breakfast, I often check my phone for messages. I also look at my schedule for the day. It helps me remember my classes, meetings, and small tasks.
I do that too, but I try not to spend too much time on my phone. I only check important messages and my calendar. If I stay online too long, I lose focus very quickly.
Yes, that happens to me too. After breakfast, I get dressed and prepare my bag. I always check if I have my keys, wallet, phone, and notebook before I leave home.
That is a smart habit. I always check my laptop, charger, and work papers before I go out. If I forget one thing, my whole day becomes more difficult.
How do you go to work every day? Do you drive or do you take public transport? I am always curious about other people's morning travel.
I usually drive to work because it is faster for me. The office is about 25 minutes from my apartment. If traffic is heavy, it can take much longer, so I leave early.
I understand that. I usually take the bus or sometimes the train. I like public transport because I can look outside, listen to music, or read something on the way.
That sounds relaxing. When I drive, I usually listen to the news or a podcast. It helps me learn something while I am on the road.
My morning classes usually start at 8:30. When I arrive, I sit down, open my notebook, and get ready to listen. I try to pay attention because the first class is often important.
My workday also starts around 8:30. When I get to the office, I say hello to my team and turn on my computer. Then I check email and make a plan for the morning.
Do you have many meetings during the day? I imagine office life can be very busy. Sometimes I think students are busy, but workers are even busier.
Some days are very busy, and some are quite normal. I usually have 1 or 2 meetings, but I also spend a lot of time writing reports and answering messages. I try to stay organized so I do not feel stressed.
I like that word, organized. I want to be more organized too. Sometimes I write a to-do list at night and it makes the next day easier.
That is an excellent habit. A small list can save a lot of time. When I know what I need to do, I can work in a calm and clear way.
At about noon, I usually have lunch with classmates or friends. We often eat rice, chicken, salad, or noodles. Lunch is one of my favorite parts of the day because I can relax and chat a little.
Lunch is important for me too. I usually eat with 2 coworkers from my team. We talk about work sometimes, but we also talk about films, sports, and weekend plans.
That sounds fun. I think lunch feels better when you are with nice people. Eating alone is okay sometimes, but good company makes the meal warmer.
I agree with you. Even a simple meal feels better with friendly conversation. It gives your mind a little rest before the afternoon starts again.
After lunch, I usually feel a bit tired, especially if the weather is warm. I drink water, walk a little, and then I go back to class. I try my best to stay awake and focused.
I know that feeling very well. In the afternoon, I often stand up from my desk and stretch for a minute. A short break helps me think better and keeps my energy up.
My afternoon is usually full of study, reading, and homework. If I do not understand something, I ask my teacher or a friend. I think it is better to ask questions than stay confused.
That is a very good attitude. Asking questions is a strong habit, not a weak one. At work, I also ask questions when I need more information or want to avoid mistakes.
What time do you usually finish work? I finish my classes at different times, but on most days I go home around 5 o'clock. By then, I am ready for some rest.
I usually finish work at about 5:30 or 6 o'clock. If I have extra tasks, I stay a little longer, but I try not to bring too much work home with me.
That is wise. When I get home, I usually change into comfortable clothes right away. Then I wash my hands, sit down for a few minutes, and enjoy the quiet.
I do something similar. After work, I like to take a shower and change clothes. It helps me feel like the workday is over and my personal time has started.
In the evening, I sometimes go for a short walk near my home. It helps me relax and clear my mind. If the sky looks pretty, I stop and enjoy the view for a moment.
That sounds lovely. I often go to the gym in the evening, about 3 times a week. On other days, I take a walk or just stay home and rest.
After that, I usually have dinner with my family. We talk about our day, and I really enjoy that time. It feels warm, simple, and important to me.
Dinner is one of my favorite times too. I usually cook at home because I want to eat healthy food. I make simple meals like grilled chicken, vegetables, soup, or pasta.
I want to cook better, but I still need practice. Right now, I can make a few easy dishes. I hope I can learn more recipes little by little.
You can definitely learn. Cooking gets easier when you do it often. Start with simple meals, and soon you will feel more confident in the kitchen.
After dinner, I usually wash the dishes and clean the table. Then I spend some time studying English or reviewing my notes. I think evening study helps me remember things better.
That is a strong routine. In the evening, I often read a book or check a few things for the next day. I like quiet activities at night because they help me slow down.
Do you watch TV or use your phone a lot before bed? I sometimes watch short videos, but I try not to do that for too long. If I stay on my phone too much, I sleep late.
I try to limit screen time at night. Sometimes I watch one short show, but then I turn everything off. Good sleep is very important, so I protect that time.
I agree. Before bed, I brush my teeth, wash my face, and prepare my clothes for the next morning. It saves time and makes the next day feel easier from the start.
That is a smart evening habit. I also prepare a few things before bed, like my clothes and work bag. Small preparation at night can make the morning much smoother.
I usually go to bed at about 10:30 on weekdays. I like sleeping early because I feel better the next morning. When I sleep well, I can study better and stay in a good mood.
I usually go to bed around 11 o'clock. I need enough rest or I do not feel sharp the next day. Sleep affects everything: mood, focus, energy, and even patience.
That is very true. On weekends, my routine is a little different. I wake up later, eat a slower breakfast, and spend more time with friends or family.
Weekends are different for me too. I still wake up fairly early, but I do not follow a strict schedule. I enjoy relaxing, doing errands, and spending time outdoors.
I like routines because they make life feel stable. At the same time, I enjoy small changes that make life interesting. A good balance feels best to me.
I feel the same way. Routine gives structure, and small changes bring freshness. When those two things work together, the day feels productive and pleasant.
Talking with you has helped me a lot today. I learned useful words like organized, schedule, focus, and preparation. I also feel more confident speaking about my daily life in English.
I am glad to hear that, Sophia. You spoke very clearly, and your ideas were easy to follow. Daily routine is a great topic because it helps build strong, basic English.
Thank you, Alex. Next time, maybe we can talk about weekend activities or healthy habits. I think simple topics help me grow step by step.
That is a wonderful idea. Simple topics are the best way to build real confidence. I will be happy to talk with you again next time.
I am really happy we met this morning. This conversation made my day start in a positive way. Now I feel ready for the rest of my schedule.
I feel the same. It was a calm and useful conversation. I hope you have a great day, Sophia.
Thank you, Alex. I hope you have a great day too. See you again soon.
See you soon, Sophia. Take care on your way today. Enjoy the rest of your day.